All right, we're done with lunch. We're back in the car and we're ready to head out. So let's get started. All right.
That's funny how it first chose to go right.
Trying to find its way out here.
Yeah.
This is going to be maybe a little challenging to find the road. I don't know.
No, it'll find it.
You're confident, but it's
Uh,
kind of a.
Trust me. One thing I've seen it is like how well it does on these parking lots and parking structures. Even like getting out of a parking structure. Uh, I don't know how they trained it, but this is so good.
Yeah.
It like almost uses like a, just like a human being would use common sense. So here it
Uh
might
oh.
have been a little confused. Let's see now what it does.
Uh oh.
Uh oh. See, I over credited it. Let's see if it's going to make a U-turn. I don't think it's going to make a U-turn. Actually, it can go left probably here. I don't think so though. I think that's the end of the parking lot. Okay. So there you go. Oh my God, no reverse.
Well, here's where if it had the reverse capability, it would probably start reversing.
Yeah, that would have been ideal. All right, so we reverse. We're training it for reverse now. 3-point turn.
All right, so one takeover here so far to help the car
Yeah,
turn around, find its way out of the
I don't
parking lot.
blame it though. That junction is not designed well.
No, it should have been able to
Human
figure it
being probably would have been. Okay, let's see. It's still not out of challenge, difficulty. So the level of difficulty is still the same. I don't know it's gonna be able to make a left here. I doubt it though. Okay, now it's gonna get confused with this
out.
car.
Uh-oh.
So go ahead and take over, Omar. He's waiting for us.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, not good.
Train it the right way. Go around this roundabout.
Okay.
There you go. Learn from the mistakes. Actually, learn from unknowns.
So maybe next time it'll figure out how to do that. Okay, this is a little tricky. Do not
Yeah,
enter over
yeah.
there. It's got to actually
It's
go
gotta
right.
go right, but it's gonna go. It's gonna. Oh my God! It did figure that out. Wow! And it has to make a right turn only here. So let's see if it knows that this is a one-way road. Although it says one way right straight in front of us. It is confused as to what am I supposed to do. This is like a one-way road and there's a big truck parked to the right. Oh, it is actually showing a right blinker. So that part it figured out that it has to go right only. Ah, my God, this is good. How did it know it's one-way road?
Probably from the one-way sign.
So it's reading signs then. Or is it
Well,
the absence of the yellow
I mean,
line?
it's probably in the map, and also it
Okay,
can
okay,
see
let's
the
see,
sign.
let's see. Oh, nice. It didn't go the wrong way. Did you see that? It didn't go down. It went on the upper left because that one would have taken you to the parking garage also.
Interesting.
So I was like, huh. Very interesting. So you think it reads the signs?
I mean, obviously it does read signs. Not every sign.
The visualization never gives me any indication that it reads any signs other than the mileage and the arrows that are painted on the lane itself.
Well, it reads speed limit signs. It reads stop
that's what I'm saying.
signs.
That's what I'm saying. Speed limit.
It reads
signs.
no right turn on red signs.
Oh, it does?
Well, it somehow doesn't turn right on red when there's a sign.
The other day it didn't turn right on a light where it didn't say no right turn on red. So
Yeah, it probably didn't feel that it had confidence to go.
okay. Once it starts reading all kinds of signs, even the construction LED boards and all of that, and starts incorporating those into its decision-making process, then it will be completely different level of driving, right? Because then, like for example, there's a sign saying, this lane closed ahead, right? So it knows the lanes, it starts changing and making the lane change ahead of the time, those kind of things. We'll see.
Yeah, that's where you really need to like integrate a language model into the system, like Grok or something like that. A smaller.
But they haven't done that yet.
No.
Look at this. This is really tricky. There's a bike lane, and it has to make a right here, and now it has to cross. Wow, perfectly done.
And there's a dumpster here.
Yeah,
In the
dumpster for
lane.
sure.
There's someone getting into the car.
Let's see
Perfect.
what else can we throw as a curveball for the FSD. I think one of the things that's commendable here is our trust that it has earned over the years, right? Over last 2 years. I remember the early FSD, it was like a drunk teenager. And now, I don't even bring my hands closer to the wheels, even in like situations that are hard and difficult. Previously, I would be really alert on that. Now I'm more relaxed. I feel like,
You don't have as many quick takeovers that you need to do to prevent a crash.
and
Like,
you don't have many
takeovers-
doubtful situations either.
The takeovers that we did have in the parking lot, they weren't critical. It paused.
Yeah, exactly.
And it let us do it itself. And you could see that it was getting in the exact right position. If it was allowed to reverse,
Yeah.
it was ready to make that 3-point turn and get back on the road.
Yes.
And if it was able to reverse, it would have probably reversed and let that truck through or something.
I think it is able to reverse. They just haven't turned
Turned it on, yeah.
Because where it ended, the position it ended in, tells you that it could have made a 3-point turn.
Yeah, it seemed to be getting
Yeah.
ready to do that.
Otherwise, why did it turn left and
Yeah,
stay diagonal to the parking spots?
right. And it really just is such a smooth human-like drive. Like even a human can't drive this comfortably.
That's true. That is true.
It just drives like a professional.
Yeah.
It feels like you hired a professional driver to drive you around.
Sometimes I drive myself. Now, occasionally, maybe like 1 out of 10 times, maybe, or maybe 20% of the time, or 10% of the time. But every time I do that, your mom looks at me, say, "Why are you driving?" So she notices, because she's usually like, doing her own stuff, but she notices the difference in the driving, because my driving is rough as compared to FSD. And
Oh my god. What the hell was that?
because this guy decided to come into our lane without any thinking, like we're there, like he doesn't have the right of way. That was kind of dumb on his part, but
I don't know if maybe the system should have braked or something.
no, system moved to the right.
Oops. I was gonna go chase him.
No, don't chase him.
I know, that was just my instinct, was to chase him. But then I forgot we're doing an FSD video.
Correct. So yeah, I mean, he was like coming into our lane and thinking like he has the right of the way.
Yeah, it's just some kid.
Oh, it's a kid. So you were saying the FSD should have braked But you know what
Maybe.
FSD did, and we can watch it later on the video. It actually turned away from the car, from his truck, pickup truck, moved to the right. He was avoiding it,
Yeah,
and
I don't know.
it stopped.
I don't know.
Then you took over.
It was, I don't know. It seemed kind of stuck.
Did you cancel FSD at that point? You did, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
just
yeah.
didn't want to get into an accident if
Correct,
he
correct.
continued making the
See.
lane change.
What's with the people? I mean, don't they know their right of way? It's like, how the hell did you get to go? There's a lot of people that have driver license, they don't understand the basic traffic rules, like who has right of way. You gotta make those exams a little more tougher for them. These guys repainted the apartments. They look really nice now.
That look okay.
I mean, you didn't even notice them before because they were old paint, you know. Blah, blah, blah. They just redid it. Nice. Same guy owns all of them. Oh, it's gonna go right. You'd ask it to go right. Good.
I just tried to pick a more interesting route
Good idea.
with some twists and turns.
This is more scenic too, so it'll be fun to ride. So this is very important move it made right here, because this lane goes right only and the lane we're in goes left only. So let's see if it corrects itself.
No, this is what it wants to do. It wants to turn left here.
Oh, it does. Interesting. Why would it do that?
Because that's which way I told it to go.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that even was an option. Have you ever been to this library?
No.
You should. It's a beautiful library.
All right, road work ahead. Some faded lane markings here.
Hey, did they ever come up with a visualization on the big screen for Model S?
No.
I wonder if they're ever going to do it.
Yeah, doesn't seem like it's a priority for them. It's part of the reason why I switched to a 3. So people could see that on with my videos. But did you see that? How it kind of moved
Yeah,
over
that
as
was
that
very
car was
smart.
coming?
Very human-like.
Mhm.
Very human-like. You remember when we did Mercedes on a similar road? Like you had like 40 interventions. It's like, oh my god! And it was. I felt like I was on a death roller coaster at that time. It's crazy.
Okay, we got some steel plates here on the road.
Yeah.
Cars driving over them just fine.
I wonder what's going on. It's a maybe a new storm drain.
They said Cal Water.
Oh yes, yes. Yeah, we have a new water main here. It figures it out. It ignores the plates completely.
Yeah, pretty interesting. That's the advantage of tons of real world data. You know that sometimes, yeah, the street's a steel plate, but you can still drive on it. Really sharp turn here. What is that, like a 270-degree turn?
It's called a hairpin turn, and now it's an S curve. But notice how it went down to 16 miles at that turn. Even though speed limit is 25, and it can go as much as 30, but it went down to 16.
This is probably one of the best views in PB here.
Yeah.
It's like starting to drive like a race car driver.
And now
Like you can just feel that confidence in the turns.
yeah.
In the turns.
For
It's
sure.
really like very sophisticated feel.
Wow. I thought I missed the stop sign, but no way.
It just stopped a little abruptly.
It's beautiful. Yeah, the confidence is up exponentially. For sure. How come no blinker?
I don't know. Now it's got the
No,
blinker on.
it's got the blinker on. It looks like it heard me. He's saying no blinker.
But yeah, it should be showing the blinker earlier.
Yeah.
It's gonna make a right turn. Maybe, I don't know.
Wow. Did you see that correction made?
It saw the car coming.
Yeah.
Now it's going over the line a little bit to go around that truck.
Yeah, that truck was parked awkwardly, wheels facing outwards.
Same with this one. It's moving over again. This time we didn't have to go over the yellow.
Wow, the confidence is amazing.
Mm-hmm. And good speed too. Not too fast, not too slow.
Yeah.
It's going 32 into 25.
The dips in the road, I love it when it slows down on those. Like,
Mhm.
oh my God, thank you for doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
Mm-hmm. Pretty smooth, comfortable ride overall.
Mm-hmm.
Really nice way to get around town.
Did you notice how it positions itself on these wide lanes now? It doesn't necessarily always put itself dead center.
Right. Yeah, it just picks the best spot.
Uh-huh.
So here there's no stop line.
Yeah.
Actually, there is.
No, that's just it. Somebody's chalked it. Yeah, like
Yeah.
it's not permanent.
Right.
Okay, it has to make a right turn. Now it's positioning itself on this wide lane more towards
Yeah.
the right side.
That's true. It's already getting over to the right side. That's really smart.
Even though there was no lane marking yet.
Right. All right, it should be going now. There's no reason.
Yeah, that's what I was telling you. Yesterday I did the same thing on another traffic light. So I think they have on 12.4, they're not making a right turn on red
No,
lights.
they are obvious. Of course. I think when they don't have good visibility, then sometimes they just stay in place and just wait for the green light.
If you give it a little nudge,
Mm-hmm.
I wonder. Oh, no, it's green anyway.
Yeah, if I give it an accelerator push, then it would probably go there. But that road is really curved, so it probably just didn't feel confident that it had the visibility to proceed.
Probably. Twelve 12.3.6 was doing more lane changes than 12.4 does. 12.4 stays in the lane
Yeah.
and then only changes it when it's needed for navigation.
Yeah, which is good.
Yeah.
Unnecessary lane changes aren't always helpful. Adds a lot more room for interventions.
Interesting. So 12.4.2 coming soon, looks like.
Yeah.
Hopefully this weekend.
Yeah.
But you know, this 12.4.1, it's gotten significantly better from the day it rolled out.
Yeah.
So I don't know how it happens. How does it get better?
Well, clearly it does.
But if they're not doing any over-the-air updates, how's it getting better?
Because different
the other
configuration
day,
changes, and also you have, you know, things that pass validation and get activated.
Is that your mom's car?
Yeah.
What do you mean by configuration changes?
You know, configuration changes.
Who changes it?
Tesla.
Oh, so they do that over the air?
There are certain things that can change between updates.
But they don't tell us.
No, why would they tell you? Well, typically things have to get validated with real feedback from the fleet before they're activated too.
Got it. So that makes sense. Now I can understand how it gets better. When it reaches the destination, notice how it pulls all the way to the right, as if it's doing a curbside parking right here. Wow, look at that. Perfect. That's the curbside parking. It's gonna. Interesting.
All right, great. So we had a couple interventions in the parking lot and then also one takeover for that truck that tried to change into our lane, but overall still a pretty good drive. Thanks for watching, everybody.